Please, order, please. Item number 17.
Sir, I beg to move that the bill to further amend the Securities and Exchange Board Act of India, the Securities Contract Regulation Act 1956 and the Depositories Act 1996 be taken into consideration.
Okay.
Sir, this is an identical set of amendments to 3 legislations which have been mentioned. And the purpose of these amendments is that these were legislations which have been framed during the last several years. For instance, the Securities Contract Regulation Act is 1956, the Depositories Act is 1996, the SEBI Act is 1992. Now, over the last few decades, the nature of the security markets has changed, and the nature of various aberrations which can take place in the security markets has also changed. Now, these are regulatory bodies which regulate the market, and therefore, in view of the nature of violations having altered, particularly on account of Ponzi schemes which are launched by several individuals or companies, the powers of these regulators needs to be redefined. I'll just briefly mention the kind of changes which are proposed to these legislations. For instance, earlier, the information that these regulators were entitled to call from were from any bank, authority or board. But today the information may be with any other person also. So the Act needs to be amended. There are some language changes in the Act which also make it relevant that whatever documents are necessary in the interest of investigations would be required. Secondly, these violators through these Ponzi schemes don't respect national boundaries. Evidence of what they do may be available across the boundaries, and therefore our regulators enter into arrangements with regulators outside the country for mutual sharing of information. Now that sharing of information also requires a statutory basis, and the Act is being amended for that purpose. There is a third provision which is being added, which was not there originally, that the amounts discharged, which really means that if you commit violations through these Ponzi schemes, the profits of such offences that you earn, these profits do not belong to you. These profits must go to an investor protection fund itself, and an amendment is required. There were certain categories of such schemes which are where funds are pooled in and Ponzi schemes are created on that basis, which were outside the definition of section 11AA. Now a generalized definition is being given in order to include all those schemes within the purpose of this particular Act itself. Then there are some powers to be given to the investigators which may require to conduct some searches. Now here, sir, since this law was initially brought in through an ordinance by my predecessor, this particular provision I have slightly altered it. And I have altered it on basis of discussions which have taken place and suggestions which were made when this bill had earlier come up for discussion in this House during the previous Lok Sabha. There was a power of search which was given to the SEBI and these regulators under the original Act. But if they had to conduct a search, they had under the original Act to go to the magistrate of the area where the search is to be conducted. After his permission, they had to conduct the search, as a result of which the whole issue would become public and the purpose of the search itself would be defeated. Secrecy itself is the essence of any surprise element during a search. So what my predecessor, Mr. Chidambaram, had framed in the law was that SEBI directly, without any intervention of court, could go and search any premises. So could the other regulators. There was some element of resentment or discussion on this particular bill. So I have worked out, after extensive discussion via media, I have discussed it with SEBI also. Now, instead of having to go all over the country in order to take permission, a particular designated court in Mumbai is being created where the headquarters of SEBI are. So if they want to search any premises, they will go to that particular designated court, place the documents or the materials that they have on basis of which they have suspicion in order that they want to create a search, and with that take the permission of that court before they can conduct that particular search. So that the power is there, and the power also has some safeguards and is not itself misused. Now there are several provisions with regard to compensation and penalties which are being altered in these particular amendments. There are also provisions with regard to establishment of special courts. There are provisions with regard to recovery of amounts and empowering the regulators to recover the amount of penalties which were inadequate in the original act. Now these are all procedural changes. These procedural changes are intended to empower these regulators to conduct their functions more effectively, and these are across the three regulators which are mentioned in these three different legislations. These are identical set of amendments which are being brought into all the three legislations. With these three brief comments, I recommend to this House that this bill be taken up for discussion and thereafter for approval.
Sri Veerappa Moily.